Hi guys, hi everyone. Can you guys hear me clearly? Good morning. Let me check. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Okay. Alright, shall we just wait for 1 to 2 minutes? Alright, I will start the session. I hope you guys doing good. Today is the the third week of December. Okay, so should we just look and see how is the market doing? Hi guys, apologize. Okay, my webcam is not working. That's why you cannot see me. But let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Okay. Shall we just begin the session? Hi guys, good morning. Welcome everyone to IC Market webinars. Okay. Good evening. Can we have Aussie dollar analysis, please? Sure. Oh, okay. So which country are you tuning in from? Okay, I'm gonna do the AUD USD for you. Okay, so just before we start the webinar, disclaimer first, alright? Everything in this video is purely educational in nature. Nothing in this video should be considered as an investment recommendation or any kind of advisor. So if you want to follow my setup or signal, just please be cautious. I could be wrong. Okay, just don't trust me 100%. All right. And risk warning, they will say that over here, trading forex and CFD carry significant risk and it may not suitable for all investor. All right. Okay, about myself, guys, my name is Peggy. I'm an investment analyst and a prop trader. Okay, so a quick look on the news. Okay, any news for this week? So, oh, so you said good morning. That would be GMT. That's why that would be 9 at night, 9:04 p.m. So, okay. Ding ding. On Monday, December, we have Canadian dollar coming up. This week we have a high impact news. So many. Okay, why we have a Canadian dollar at 1:30 p.m. for the CPI, December 16, Tuesday, we have a GDP at 7 a.m. Okay. 8:30 euro, we have euro coming up as well for the another PMI, and 9:30 for the GBP. And then they put tentative for ADP. Okay, but 1:30 p.m. we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high impact news at 1:30 for average hourly earning for retail sale, non-farm employment change, retail sale unemployment rate. And another one, 2:45, we have another like 2 for US dollar PMI coming. Oh, I think December 16, we're gonna see either gold, it gonna fly high or it gonna fall. Okay. December 17, we have GDP and Kiwi dollars coming up. December 16th, Thursday, 12 p.m. we have a GBP. Okay, and 12:30 we have another GDP for Bank of England. They're gonna speak something about interest rate, I think. 1:15 euro dollars coming up as well. 1:30 have another US dollar for the unemployment claim and CPI. Tentative they put for the core CPI. Okay, 1:45 we have a euro coming up as well, and Friday December we have yen. Bank of Japan, so they put tentative. So whenever I see like tentative here, I try not to trade the instruments. Okay. Okay, so this high impact news for this entire week. You guys just need to be cautious because we have a lot of high impact news. So if you want to trade, just check here. Again, guys, the filter here, all right, if you want to include those like orange box, is up to you. But I personally just filter the red box, which is high impact news only. Okay, we're gonna have a quick look on the dollars. Okay, and after that I'm gonna look for the Aussie for you. Okay, you see that for okay, if you attend my pre-market, that was in 1st December. Okay, a week before last week. Okay, last week was my curly, which is one home. This one is still my key level that I was highlighted 1st December. Okay, you see that I was for the dollar. Okay, for the dollar I still buy and sell because on a higher time frame, which is a monthly, remember monthly, we discussed that price have broken this key level. Okay, from the resistance, from the support become the resistance. Okay, and then we zoom into weekly. Okay, I also say that okay, you can, this is very nice overlap resistance level. Okay, because I did the multi time frame analysis, and then I also mentioned that for the daily time frame, price has made the M pattern. Okay, and or the equal high, you will see that, right? This is equal high, correct? And I will say then I highlight the key level. Okay, you see that this was in price when in November, right? When is it? No, I need to then price break. I call for the sell, right? Pull back. You see that from the support become the resistance and price even falling even down. And then you see the market structure, what they do after they make the equal high. This is market chain of character. Price make a lower low, lower high, lower low, should be lower high, lower low, like this. Okay, so they break all the support level in the H4. So that's why this is gonna be my first resistance level, right? And whatever they broke, and then you look at last week price of closing with bearish candle. Okay, so if you're gonna identify for the daily time frame, this is gonna be the first resistance, right? You see the break, the neckline pull back, right, and continue. In the H4, this one gonna be the first resistance. So now let me adjust the key level. This I side, right, falling, bounce off. I'm gonna pick here because here also have the what OB, right? So let's just this one put first resistance. Slightly here for H4. This second. Okay, like we're gonna zoom in, just look for the entire move here. So this is gonna be second. We're gonna put a Fibonacci. Just want to see if there is any Fibonacci retracement level line up, that gonna be how many percent? 30. Okay, let me just look. Right? So we're gonna pick only one, that would be, I'm gonna pick only 38.2. Okay, you're gonna see that is the level. Okay, we're just gonna pick here the first resistance, right? Then we're gonna pick here for the recent swing low for the first support. You're gonna structure on the left, you will see that they come to this somehow this level, right? And then if usually when I saw the wick, we're gonna highlight the zones. This is gonna be the zones. Okay. This is gonna be the key level for H4 time frame, meaning that dollar expect us to fall to at least 98.13, the recent swing low, right? This is, remember, this is the high, this is the recent low, so this is about 30.2%. See if the price gonna move here and then falling, or if they break, they might move here and then falling. Okay, now we're gonna look at the Aussie. Okay, I'll look for the Aussie dollar for you first before the market open. Now this is on the monthly. Okay, on the monthly time frame, what do we think? I would consider it's a bad, still on the bearish move, but in the lower time frame, you might see gonna like a bullish here. Maybe in monthly, you just see it's a bearish. Okay, let's just look for the weekly. Okay, weekly time frame, the resistance was here. That's why you see the reaction. Okay, from here, support, break below, significant move, pull back, resistance, 1, 2, 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times, and then you see the rejection. I'm gonna pull out the, maybe price might broke. Okay, really just see. I will identify this gonna be my first, my second is gonna be somewhere around here, the high. Okay, you see that for the weekly time frame, I think this is gonna be like 38, 6, it is 61.8% fib from this, right, from this high to this low. Okay, it is 61.8%. Oh no, 78.6, slightly there. That would, this is for the weekly, right? When we see like that, this would be the zone for the resistance. This is a weekly. I'm gonna zoom into the daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame, this is the zones overbought for D1, right? That is why you see kind of rejection. Now we're gonna zoom to the H4. Okay, so you see that when we go to H4, price go in the zone. The thing is, I think in the low time frame is what ranging. Then you see when up, falling, up again, and then you see the kind of price action here. Okay, then you see price is falling. So if you still hold your sell entry, you still can hold. Okay, at least for the H4, this gonna be the first support. They're gonna fall here, meaning now if you hold, you can expect here for the first TP or support level TP1, and the next zone is gonna be here for the second support. I'm gonna add in, that will be 23.6 and 38.2%, maybe. 73 and 38.2, somewhere around that zone. Here, right? You zoom here. Now, I'm gonna go to the M15, right? You will see that it was ranging. When I see H4 like that, I know that in the lower time frame it was ranging here, sideways, right? It was ranging here. Before price move below, you see that this is the ranging, right? So if you like to trade with the ranging market or sideways, you need to draw the box like this, and then you see that this is break out of the box, break out of the range. You can see that this is one significant candle break. So you pull back, right? You wait for the pullback. One is strategy is that you wait for the pullback, either it's a box using confirmation to sell. And if price did not receive this box, you will see that slightly above that they also have what, FVG. So this also have FVG as well, or fair value gap. So that's why break out the box, pull back, you sell. Okay, and then you target here TP1, right? Or if you trade an M15 and then you say that, oh, at least price falling, your TP that you want to like aim for, you could just go for the recent low. That would be where, that would be here for the Aussie, right? If they break here, then you can target where TP1 here and TP2 here at the second and the first support, the lower time frame, right? You pull, if they break, you're gonna pull back and then you continue. Okay. This is how your H4 look like, right? It's breakout as well. This is a draw from H4, from the M15. Okay. So this is gonna be the key level for the Aussie. Anybody want to request for any specific instrument, please let me know. All right, I'm gonna look for the key level for you and explain why I choose at that level. Okay, that will be all for the, maybe I do one for the Kiwi dollar as well. Okay, and after that I'm gonna move on for EU, GU, and the last one is gold. I'm gonna spend quite some time on the XAUSD, but I have broken all the key level. Okay. Monthly time frame. One is they cannot break below this key level. Okay, and this also closing with price action like this candle. I think price gonna go up. At least I'm gonna call for this level, maybe here, to go for the OB or the block. Okay, at least here, or at least this high, because monthly they have like equal low here, 1 2 a few times, and then you see they're gonna go and continue to go uptrend. Okay, weekly price was come back to the OB for the when is it, or April 7th of April. This was the other block, right? This was other block. They went all the way down here, and then they create the another OB here. Okay, but the resistance, this is gonna be their resistance level first for the weekly time frame. This is gonna be the first resistance, right? We zoom into D1. For the D1 time frame, need to adjust the level. Gonna be here, right? Gonna be here. You see that if you were to look at market structure in the daily time frame, right? You will know that market structure was very clear. I make a lower low, lower high, lower low, kind of equal high, still make a lower low, lower high, right? And our market structure chip is removed, which is here. This is our channel character. If you were to D1, it's really clear that they have made a chain of character for so if I'm gonna look at D1, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna see the pullback, I'm gonna buy, right? They already make like this. Then you buy somewhere around here. Or where? At the OB here, because the OB also cleared the FVG or fair value gap. Hey, Jamilu, nice to see you. We consider you tuning in from, because this one is, what time is that? For the UTC, that would be 9 plus, right? PM. My time zone now is 5:22 a.m. in the morning. Or you guys can see here. Here, my time zone here, UTC plus 8. Okay. So I woke up at 4:30. Okay, right, you see this is resistance in D1, and then you see me in H4, you will see that is we could consider this a breakout or liquidity grab, right? I think if you guys don't know about what is liquidity grab or stop hunt, you can refer to the I don't know when the Tuesday I was talking about that, right? This is a liquidity and then pull back, confirm and continue. And before, I think in maybe January onward or 2026, IC market, right? They're gonna shift from streaming in YouTube to Zoom, so you might need to look out and register, okay, for the Zoom webinar. I think they change exact, I don't know, but I think should be in January or January onward. Okay, so now we zoom in and have a close look in H4. In H4, right, you need to adjust. We're gonna put here first resistance. Where should we pick second support? This is too close, right? You're gonna this too I think price could falling even further. This is too close for me, but the level 1 I'm gonna put here, meaning that this is gonna be kind of intermediate support level. Okay, I give you the number here. So if price close below here, I think there's a divergence, right? Yeah. At the key level, you see there's a divergence. This is bearish divergence here versus the RSI, right? So I think it's cool all the way. Sometimes if you cannot see the level, you can look all the way to the left. But to me, I'm gonna look somewhere close to this zone. That will be this level. I'm gonna pick this level. My second or my first. Could be my first. Either you want to do this is going to be intermediate, going to be first here, and second support, where second support going to be at the channel character. Okay. Then you may confused. You may confuse why Peggy pick here. Okay guys, if you are swing trader, what time frame you are looking at, you need to look at the what in D1, meaning if you to hold yourself here, right, it's gonna be like that in daily time frame. If price respect and then want to really go to this, OB. This is our OB, right? Remember this is OB or the block in D1. Okay. And then weekly, sorry, it's weekly OB. And D1, I also find that the FVG within the OB make it this one significant. Okay. If price gonna fall here, if they break all the level, meaning that if they don't come to this zone, they just want to go here. Maybe somewhere this level. May break right to this zone and then bounce. Maybe here or somewhere here, or maybe here for the swing. But it is normal that you're gonna see price falling in H4 like this. If they can break here, you see that this is a level. If they break this next line, they might break, if they can, with the body close below. They're gonna see the some pullback, or maybe just go down, maybe it's here and respect pullback and break, but to pull. Why? To find the level here. Okay, this is normal in the lower time frame, right? So you need to monitor. So meaning if your day trade, you will sell here, this one could be a TP1, or TP1 you can chip stop loss to break even, and if price come here, they might go back respect this. If this body close with imbalance, then they might pull back to go to the FVG or to the neckline and then falling to this zone. So this is a key level for H4 time frame. Okay, second resistance gonna be here. Okay, so this is the level. You can pull out the Ichimoku cloud, right? This is in H4 gonna be the bullish move. But I don't really rely on indicator 100%. Okay, now I'm gonna go for EURUSD, and after that we're gonna discuss with XAUUSD. Okay, we D1 time frame for the EU, I would say is on ranging. I will just say this is a big picture. I will just say it might be this in the ranging for the D1. Okay. Of course, in monthly, I would say in the bullish, broke this resistance, right? Pullback support, and also price has make the higher low, right? You're gonna use the trend line or channel, right? You can see they respect the channel and then falling, and also have confluence with kind of the neckline, which is resistance level. But potentially, I think they're gonna go to this OB. So this one, we're not gonna sell again if it's likely it's gonna break, or they just go to this another OB here for the Monday. Let me zoom in. Okay. Right. Weekly, this is the, let's just identify this one as the supply zone. Okay. Let's go to the supply zone. This is a support level for weekly time frame. Okay, so you see that it is very important that you identify or find the key level first. Okay, before you can just maybe zoom in and look for market structures or look for the confirmation. Okay, hi, good morning to you. D1 time frame, or to zoom in, price have made the lower high as well. Okay, for the D1 time frame, this is gonna be our first support, right? Have another OB here, the zones. Okay, so basically my key level I'm gonna do in H4 because I'm day trade. Okay, so try to find a key level that will be actionable within the day, but sometimes price may not go. Okay, this is gonna be the zone, right? They break. You just look here, don't look too far, right? This was the ranging here. Okay, and then price broke out key this level, and you see the pullback and continue to make the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then you can see breakout of this zone. This also have another FVG and continue to the supply zone right now. And in H4, first in H4, I would pick this can quite risky. On my left there is nothing for me to choose, so I can just pick like this, a reason swing. They're going to be the first resistance within the zone, but then we're going to use the Fibonacci projection because we see the zigzag, right? And then we will see that that will be how many percent? 78.6% exact. The third price falling, 78.6% projection. You can see price like moving back. If you like unclear, always go to the lower time frame, M15, M5, M30 to look for confirmation. Price go in our big zone right here, right here, and you will see that okay, one of the thing I see that divergence here, that's my confirmation. What if I go to the M5? Okay, M5 is very clear that M5 no divergence, but what do you see? You see market structure change, right? You see market structure change. Price in the lower time frame, right? Price still make the, what do you see that? Important if you want to look, you see that price still make the, I'll just start from here, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Still make the higher low. This is very important, right? And after that, continue to go lower, high, and lower low. Where your chain of character, our market structure was where here. Why I don't pick here? No, this is significant move, right? I always say you need to find the significant move that puts the price break above this high. This is a chain of character, right? You see that after that price it pull back to this zone, right? Pull back and then continue to make a lower low and lower high. Okay. Or in M15, what do you see? In M15, price go to the supply zone here, right here. This price go to the supply zone. Okay. If you guys confused, you let me know, all right? Okay, so EU expect at least to be somewhere around this zone. That's going to be the first support. Okay. Now I'm gonna go over to the XAUSD. If you remember, if you attend my pre-market, I have two scenario last on the 1st December. This was my analysis, okay, based on the 11th. You remember that I was told you guys that at the time we do the pre-market, price was somewhere around at this neckline, right? Remember this neckline somewhere around here. Okay, you see that the 1st December somewhere around here. Price with respect to the next line, all right, and then price is falling, and then I will tell you guys that if you want to buy, you see this is going to be the zone that I'm looking for the D1 time frame, which is this OB. Price had already come in December 2nd to this OB and then bounce off. And then I tell you that if you're going to sell again at this resistance, this we consider is the liquidity, because you see that if you sell, you get the stop out, price go to this OB. order block. This is the order block for daily time frame, right? And price went in the box and then falling, and then I will tell you guys that okay, this zone, if price went in, still valid, which is the red color one. One is here, which is the FVG, okay, and we have extension. That's why price come in the lower time frame. You'll see there's a rejection here in H4, right? It go to the FVG, you will see the rejection before they go above the FVG, right? And still within our bearish OB, okay, bearish OB. And last Friday, price went into the OB and then falling almost how many point? 100 pip or 10,000 point almost, right? And the D1, then I was counting the wave. I think it's one first, right? First before price come, it was somewhere here. I was thinking, okay, either one they're gonna make the zigzag A B, maybe if they're gonna respect this and then go to here, or okay, another one I would say that gonna be the big sideways, meaning it's gonna be A, either B here, somewhere here, or there, or maybe go to here and then falling become C, make like A B C, the zigzag big sideways in day one in the time frame, and then maybe January they're gonna fly high, either here or big sideways or slightly go down or do like that. So that's why I say that this zone is still valid long time ago because the OB haven't been used. Only just went a little bit but still haven't been used. And then you see that Friday price went in, right? You see that now closing with like that. So meaning that this is not gonna be the B here. Either B is gonna be here or to here, or if price really close above, meaning that it's my wave 3, 4, and continue to go 5 here. Okay, I still monitor either this 3, 4, and this is go 5, meaning they make the ATH all-time high of 5. Okay, or if they bring in 5 and then make the A, B, C collection before they go to 5. Okay, so I'm gonna continue like monitor like that, right? In like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This setup I will still keep it. So now, so what is going on right now? So what we're gonna do? So I'm gonna remove everything. I'm gonna redo again, but I don't want to delete all because my 11 count gonna keep it like that. Okay, I'm gonna remove what I can. Okay, in you see that this zone is valid, right? You see that it's a OB. Okay. Okay, so right now, and this was the projection, is it? Or this 200% extension, 200% projection. Okay, never mind. Okay, weekly closing with this demand here, right? We just go for D1. D1 closing with strong, right? It was like sideways somewhere around here, sideways before they break on Thursday, 11 December. Okay, and pull back. You see a lot of rejection on H4. Okay, in our time frame, if you want to sell within OB, you're gonna wait for the sell entry today. They're gonna be the OB, which is here. One, I'm gonna wait to sell at this OB here in H4. Okay, so the price, you wait for price to pull back. Okay, you wait for price to pull back to these zones. Okay, this is the sell zone today. This is the OB. Okay, this is the OB for the D1 time frame. Okay, and price go all the way and pull back to this support level, right, in H4. Okay, you see that it was kind of ranging. Did you see this, right? This is an entire move. I'm gonna remove here so you guys don't get any confusion. Okay, I'm gonna remove somewhere here, right? You look here, price was ranging box. You see that price was ranging, right? You see that there's a break, right? Break here, and they go to the this wick, right? Pull back, break out, pull back, and then you see that's it's kind of rejection. Okay, from here, right, from this the box here, you will see that price has went all the way down to this OB, right, and you see that has bounced out. That would be when? Would be on 11 December. Okay, and then they break out on the lower time frame. You go to M H1. What do you see? Right, lower low, lower high, lower low, make the higher high, right? Break out this one and then pull back to the OB in H4. You see the rejection and continue to rise. Okay, and then falling again because they go to this OB in H1, depend on which time frame you trade, right? And falling, and from here they're going to be people buy because in the H1 they will see the price you make the break of structure here. This is a sideway in H4, right? The box, that's why in H1 you'll see there is a rejection after that, after rejection, and then breakout. Okay, breakout, pull back, continue, and then come back again, right? Pull back somewhere here and then go to this zone and falling, have the rejection. So now I'm waiting for price to pull back to this zone. I'm gonna sell at least target at the recent low, which is somewhere around at 42.60. That's gonna be the TP1 first. Okay, and we're gonna see whether price gonna respect or cannot close below the highest one would be 43.63, right? Okay, 43.63. Now if you go to M15, what you're gonna look, how it's gonna look like in the M15 on the lower time frame. Of course, in now we see this FVG, right? In the H1, we go to M15, right? One cell here for the M15. For the M15, what you're gonna see? Can we consider it was okay? It's what ranging here, right? In the M15. This was the price go in the box, right? And here for scalping, of course, you can sell. You see, like about 200. It was ranging here, sideways, but then it's making the triangle, right? They're making a triangle before the breakout in the M15, right? It break out. You can see break out and pull back at the 42.76, and after that it's rising all the way, pull back. Okay, from here someone might sell because they might think this is a equal high, or M15, this one gonna be the M pattern, right? M pattern here, you look in the M pattern, right? M pattern. Okay, then I will say that I sell here at the OB in M5. You see that the rejection, and after that what do you see? Price continue to make the, this is liquidity, right? equal high, liquidity and price to make the higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, then equal low and break out. And so this one also clear the liquidity, right? This one also liquidity before they break to this level. Then we're gonna see what is happening, why they stop at that zones, which is somewhere here. On the left, one is say that supply zone, the another OB somewhere here, or would be at this psychological number, which is 4350, right? I zoom into the H1. Look on the left what they have. Okay, in H1, okay, in H1, one, we could say this is the OB in H1 haven't been used, right? Second, supply zone is a I think the first time they see the rejection from this OB in H1. So shall we just mark this zone first? I'm gonna look at that later. Okay, this zone, right? The resistance supply zone. We're gonna move. And that's why first time you see the rejection. This is a supply zone in H1, but they're not. Let's back here, right? And then you can see the falling in the lower time frame, right? You see that? Here, right? And then you see the falling and then break, clear liquidity and then break below. So right now, one, you wait for price to pull back to this zone, to this level, then you're gonna sell. Here, right? This is our zone that you want to sell. And then 15, okay, I want to see price pull back. Either maybe here and falling, or if they don't fall, they will go to here. Let's use the Fibonacci. Right? If we want to get a better price, we don't have here. One is where? About 50%, and then we want to sell, right? Meaning that you wait for price to go in here in the box. In the yellow box here, then you sell. At least 50% above. We're gonna sell at the premium, right? We want to sell when price is expensive. Pull at least above 50 or somewhere here, or then you sell. One is here, second one could be here. So but this is gonna be a sell zone now because price still within usually the red box. The light color red, which is the OB in D1. This is the OB in H4. I don't get confused. Meaning that the zone is big, very, very big. It's about 100 pip. More than that, 1000 pip. Sorry, not 100 pip. Like here, 1000 pip within somewhere here. So we want to narrow down the zone. Then we want to go to the lower time frame to find the entry. So should be one here, or at least above 50. Could be somewhere here or falling, or go to this zone somewhere here within the box and then falling. Okay, so just be patient and wait. Okay, anybody clear? So this is our setup for gold today. You just mark out the zone and then you be patient and then you wait. Okay, so right now They might go here and then people say that, okay, can I sell here? No, I'm not gonna sell here. One, I'm gonna wait. Maybe Asia market, it might just keep falling first. Let it go. Okay. I will identify one, they want, let them clear liquidity first. Let them clear liquidity. If they want default, it's okay. Let it go. Okay. I'm gonna wait here, somewhere around here, at least blue box and above 50%. Okay, let them clear liquidity first and then we sell. Okay, don't need have FOMO. M15, I don't know whether how is market gonna open. They might just do being ranging. Okay, it might be range sideways. Let them clear the liquidity sweep, then we sell. Once somewhere around the zones. Okay. Or you can just put here. That's why you need to apply to go in the zone and then you see the rejection. Any confirmation like price action, price make like this one, or maybe sideways first, clear liquidity somewhere here and start to fall, and then lower time frame you start to see market structure cheap and then you sell. Okay, or you see those are price action. All right, guys. Okay, it's clear. Last pair, any question before I end? I'm gonna look at the BTC, the last one, okay? BTC, I just told you, I just expect BTCs to fall. This was my setup last week. Market structure is very clear. Remember that price already make a chain of character and price come to this OB, right? Bullish OB here. That was set up long time ago. Okay, and then price need to make a D1. To me, right, these did not make a break of structure, and then I was waiting to sell here, but price did not. Now what you do, they make the equal high here, right? They make an equal higher. Nice. You're welcome. So I'm gonna redo everything again for the BTC. So what I'm gonna do in BTC right now, BTC, I tell you, okay, I already look for the sell, right? You just, when price pull back, you just keep selling BTC right now. Look on the monthly time frame, really strong selling. And the BTC, I will tell you at least I aim for this for support at 70 to 73 for the BTC. This is gonna be the zones, right? 73 around the zone, 74 to 75 around that. This was the significant resistance. And when was that? November 1st, 2024. I shoot up, pull back, right? Now, continue selling. I think continue selling because now it's December already, so nobody want to buy BTC. I think they already sell off to make a profit and they enjoy life already. Whoever buy, right? If you weekly, if you don't want to keep weekly here, if you're gonna use the trend line, one of the thing I tell you, there is a divergence here, right? And continue falling, right? There are a lot of price action as well. Second, if you're gonna use the trend line, I would say that break out the trend line. Okay, if you don't use the trend line, one of the things is that you just look like here market structure, you will see price make the weekly higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Is this gonna higher high, equal high, and then falling? You see that this is gonna be significant level, right? If BTC fall below, let's just say 70 from this one, they can fall below for the swing, right? You're gonna see they're gonna pull back, then continue to go lower. So like at least 70 to 75, that's gonna be the key level for the BTC. Okay, that's for the swing. Now D1 time frame, right? The D1 time frame, okay, right now price for at this level. Let me just look here. Let me see on the entire move from this swing to this swing high to this swing low, right? They see that 50%. 50%, this is the zone for the resistance level. Here, right? You see that this is the first resistance. You see this, why I pick here, this is significant move, right? You see lower low, low high, lower low, pull back 50%, and then they'll continue to maybe this level. So first, you need to target where you need to target this at least swing low 80k. If price close below this, going to be the first support, right? And then this is going to be your second support for the weekly D1 time frame. It's going to look like that. Make it simple, like this. I mean, this, the setup don't need to be so complicated. If you know how to look, and then where this is the pullback, second resistance, right? So right now, you see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, either equal one is the thing. If they cannot close below one, it could make the lower equal low. If the price can break above, and then they're going to be market structure, then going to be pullback and continue one, or then continue to go lower low, lower high, lower low, low high, break below to make the lower low, maybe pull back and then continue. Either they do like this or they do like this. Okay. Then in the H4 in D1, either they're gonna make the sideways. So we need to have always we need to have like second plan, third plan, and then we see if they respect this cannot break rejection, and meaning that they being the ranging, playing within the box, right? If they do like that, if they can break out of the range, then pull back here and then continue, because they're gonna break this high, meaning that they no more bearish move here within D1, gonna be the chain of character, pull back, continue to make up to make this become the BOS, right? If they break, this is going to be like those at BOS, break of structure, okay? And this one going to be the break of structure. If they break out this, because this is going to be our chain of character if they break, okay? If they don't break first resistance, meaning that they still make the BOS here, right? This and also BOS, if they close below this low here, which is support level, this is going to be your still become the BOS here, break of structure. All right, and then if they can close below, this is going to be the break of structure and continue to make the low 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 high, continue. Okay, but this is going to be the important support level, which is the second support with a which is like 75 to 70. You're going to look for weekly, you're going to look like that. This is going to be important support level. Okay guys, that should be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna catch up you guys again on Tuesday. All right, guys. Happy trading. See you again on Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday I'm doing the those like technical topic, or those like anything about forex basically. Okay, so if you want to learn something, just go enjoy the webinars. Okay. All right, guys, that should be all for today. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, bye for now, guys. Take care. Okay, I'm gonna leave here for you guys to see. So we're gonna wait. Okay, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna leave it with M15. You guys can do the screen captures if you want to, and then after that you go draw in your own chart, and then we're gonna wait for the price to go to the zone. Okay, all right, guys. Bye for now. Take care. You're welcome. Bye bye.